Not too long ago, people noticed something very strange about this Shai Gilgeous-Alexander post-game interview.
Take a look at this. Watch his eye. Look. I know y'all seen that, right?
This clip is currently going viral, and it's of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's of his eye glitching. And I usually take clips like this with a grain of salt, but now it's going super viral.
Your favorite NBA player is a fucking reptile. He's a fucking reptile. Look at his. What the fuck?
Now, of course, I was skeptical initially, thinking that somebody must have just edited it that way. But if you were to watch the original interview that was posted by Bleacher Report, you'll discover that it happens in that video too, in what's supposed to be the raw footage, so it can't be an edit. People in the comment section tried to explain that it was some sort of camera glitch or a processing error. But what if there's more than meets the eye? Okay, I can understand why suggesting that Shai is some sort of lizard person in disguise can sound ridiculous, but the only reason I'm even entertaining this is because I remember hearing about something that happened several years ago that won't allow me to just brush off what happened with SGA. Back in 2017, Justin Bieber was allegedly caught shape-shifting into a giant reptile while he was touring Australia.
The mag reports the Australian news site Perth Now allegedly released a report claiming hundreds of fans saw JB shapeshift into a giant lizard at Perth Airport.
In March 2017, a mysterious headline popped up on the internet that read, "Hundreds of fans claim they saw Justin Bieber turn into a giant reptile."
Apparently, Bieber accidentally slipped up in front of hundreds of fans who claim his head shrunk and his eyes went black, with a black stripe down the middle, and had gross scales all over his body. An unnamed local skater who reportedly witnessed the whole thing as well said that Bieber's bodyguard was shouting that he'd kick their teeth in if they didn't put their phones away, which could possibly explain why there's no video evidence. The Australian website Perth Now was the first to break the story, but the article was suspiciously taken down shortly after it was published. Believe it or not, this wasn't the first time Justin Bieber's name came up in regards to this very conspiracy theory. In 2014, a YouTube video went viral after it showed him seemingly blinking like a lizard while he was in court, garnering millions of views. But people would quickly forget about it soon after. Same goes for this LeBron moment. While it made a little bit of noise, the majority of people who were watching the opening ceremony for the 2024 Olympics didn't take it too seriously, except for a few who just had to go back and take a look at it again.
LeBron Lizard Man James, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. You see the reptile eyes right there? This is a high-class reptilian shapeshifter. LeBron Lizard Man James caught live shape-shifting in the 2024 Olympics. I can't believe this. Press play. Rewind it. This is live TV. Look at this. Look at that.
As you just saw, LeBron's eyes displayed a strange lizard-like appearance during a distortion in the broadcast. Now, before you go and try to claim that that dude's TV must have just froze up or something, let's go ahead and watch the original video on NBC Sports, their official channel, just like we did with the SGA Bleacher Report video. And would you look at that, the same thing happens. So it had nothing to do with that guy's TV. Do you guys think it was caused by the quality, or did the distortion simply reveal the truth? The basis behind the theory is that shape-shifting extraterrestrial reptilian humanoids were sent here to Earth to enslave the human race, and that many world leaders/celebrities are possessed by so-called reptilians. And for a brief moment, it looked like Cedi Osman might have been one of them. Back in 2022, in a game between the Cavs and Pistons, Osman took an elbow to the face and started bleeding profusely while he was on the ground. But it didn't look like typical blood, it was more of a yellow liquid.
Fouled on the shot try. Down he goes, and down goes Cedi Osman.
It's yellow.
Many found it weird and bizarre and were quick to label him an alien.
Is Cedi Osman an alien? That's the question on everyone's mind this morning as the Cavaliers player was seen with some yellow liquid coming out of his nose after taking a hit to the face.
I mean, why else do you think he's obsessed with aliens and loves watching documentaries about them on Netflix, even admitting that he believes in them, maybe because he is one? There's also people out there who wouldn't be surprised at all if Adam Silver is actually a creature from another planet.
I wrote this about
Adam Silver?
Wrote this less than 2 hours ago, too.
Adam Silver is one of the scariest people on Earth.
I mean...
Haunts me.
Yeah.
He's pale. He's like a living skeleton.
Okay, well...
He is, dude.
Yeah, I know, but...
Every time he comes out to announce a pick, I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is that? Dude, one of the scariest people on Earth. Adam Silver is scary.
Yeah, do you think he's an alien?
No, because aliens wouldn't be that obvious.
If you want to talk about aliens doing a pretty good job at concealing their appearance, look no further than the 1988 film They Live, which is about a drifter who discovers a pair of sunglasses capable of showing the world the way it truly is, and that most of the ruling class are actually skull-faced aliens bent on world domination. The star of the film, Rowdy Roddy Piper, who was a popular wrestler at the time, once tweeted that They Live wasn't actually a work of fiction, but a documentary, and then would go on to die of a heart attack less than 2 years later. Coincidence? Or was he silenced because he knew too much? If this tweet is true, then one place where aliens/lizard people could be secretly living among us is in the Denver International Airport, or should I say underneath. There's a conspiracy theory that lizard people could be lurking beneath one of the busiest airports in the world, hiding out in its mysterious underground tunnels.
There's some wacky conspiracies.
Give us one.
One is that at the bottom layer of this airport, they have imprisoned the reptilians.
That's one of my most favorite things.
According to official reports, the tunnels are just meant for baggage transport, but people claim to have actually seen lizard people down there, walking amongst in these tunnels. What's interesting is the airport has fully embraced the conspiracy, putting up construction signs to poke fun at it, even going as far as to have their staff dress up like lizard people and go down there as a joke, which makes me believe even more that this theory could have some truth to it, because it's almost like they're trying too hard to throw us off the scent. Bringing it all the way back to SGA, I'm curious what you guys make of this.
This is what happened. Bismack Biyombo standing there waiting for his teammates. You can see him starting to rock back a little bit. Mike Muscala on his left hip, and Biyombo just sort of collapses and falls back and hits the floor. An immediate concern from Mike Muscala. Very scary stuff here inside this building.
Biyombo was on the sideline high-fiving his teammates when he unexpectedly collapsed to the floor, falling like he was in slow motion. I couldn't help but notice that Shea didn't really seem to care, and what makes this even more bizarre is the fact that he collapsed the exact moment SGA's hand made contact with his. I wasn't the only one who thought the timing was very suspicious. Biyombo shared that he's been practicing periods of fasting as a form of personal devotion to his Catholic faith, and that dehydration was probably the reason he fainted.
And just to be completely open, I guess, because sometimes each and every person have their own way of connecting with God. And obviously for me, I've been fasting for 15 years, and that has been my way of connecting with God. But just had a little bit of dehydration there.
Which does make sense, but then he said this.
Never had a problem. It's just that, yesterday happened to be the first time.
Coincidence? I don't know. You're telling me that he's been fasting for 15 years and not once has he passed out until this moment?
Yesterday happened to be the first time.
Interesting timing considering that he had only been with the Thunder for less than a month at that point.